Ciao.
Hey, honey bun.
You are tuned into the Teapot. Be sure to like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram and Twitter.
And tell your friends about us. Don't forget to tell your friends.
Yes, they can listen to us on almost all
what
avenues.
About your friends like TLC?
Give it up, sis.
Yes.
Give it up for us, okay? You can find us on Google Podcasts,
Apple
Podcasts, SoundCloud, and YouTube. Girl, we're still working on the other ones, but
we don't get there.
We getting there. And please send us any questions to teapotpodcast@gmail.com. That's Teapot Podcast. Wait, Teapot
Podcast at gmail.com.
Whatever. Look us up and send us some questions. Let's start the show.
Smash for the clout, dash, I'm out, mashing for the clout. TTGT for the clout, ooh, hop out, Draco on the couch, ooh, smash for the clout, dash, I'm out, mashing for the clout.
What would you do for the clout?
TTGT for the clout.
Do you want to know the truth or the lie?
I don't know if it's you stupid. Is you dumb?
Oh,
are you stupid?
Are you dumb?
That's my favorite part of the song.
I believe it.
Because when I'm in traffic and somebody cut me off and that part come out at the exact minute, it's everything.
I don't believe you do that in the car when that part comes up. Because if somebody cuts you off or jumps in your lane or is going too slow, you have critical road rage.
I just can't wait for my car to be able to fly. That's all I'm going to say.
We've discussed this before. If your car flies, if everybody's cars fly.
No, just mine.
Then it's going to be air traffic.
I know, just mine. I just want my car to fly.
I know a way to make your car fly.
Really?
Yeah. We all float down here.
What do I have to do?
You can be a butterfly in the sky with me, friend. You can go twice as high.
It's in a book.
Well, let's get started. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the motherfucking Teapot.
It's a new day.
It's a new dawn. It's a new life. It's a new day. Do you know that song?
Yes.
Birds flying high. You know how I feel?
Yep.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. The birds in the trap sing Brian McKnight. All right.
Brian McKnight or sing McKnight?
Sing McKnight.
You said Brian McKnight.
Shit. Same difference. Don't he? I believe that's one of his lyrics in the actual song. I don't know. Anyway, don't quote me. Quote yourself.
All right.
So, I am today introducing myself as Miss Kitty Katt Williams.
Meow.
Yes, Miss Katt Williams. Because my hair is 19 inches with no perm. Never stiff, no drip, no
stiff
drip
where?
drop, Jerry curl. Also known as Sean.
Okay.
And who are you today, sis?
So I'm going to introduce myself as Miss Venable. There are the purples. There are the grays. Ask me who I am.
Who are you?
I'm neither. Venable. Miss Venable.
Miss Venable. Okay. Category is?
Category is Morticia.
Apocalypse realness, honey.
Yes.
Serving it up. So, thank you for tuning in, people. Week has been going by very quickly for me. I don't know about you. It's not moving fast enough for you, sis? I wonder why. Probably because you're a workaholic and your days are merging together. Did you work last weekend?
I actually decided to be lazy like other people this weekend. You know, I seen that rain outside and I was like...
It was not that bad. Literally. It wasn't that bad.
I was going to go to work at 2 a.m. Okay.
See, this
it was bad that day. And Saturday they had a flooding. So I'm kind of glad that I did not go.
You would have been there like, way in the water.
I would have been Jack on some. I mean, I would have been what you call it on somebody's door. That's all I got to say.
Oh my God.
Titanic in the Hood Part 2.
Anyway, we are not going to waste any more time. Let's go ahead and jump into the brew. We're going to lay down some updates on this here thing.
We gonna start this thing, all right.
Smile, bitch.
I can't stand you.
I didn't do anything. You did this.
All right.
So Aretha Franklin is getting an exhibit dedicated to her.
Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, she's gonna be in the Charles H. Wright Museum. So the same museum she was in the last time.
Mm-hmm.
They created the whole part to be called Think. So basically it's supposed to have lots of pictures to commemorate the emotion of Aretha Franklin. The music is supposed to play and you're supposed to feel like, I guess you personally know her.
Mm-hmm.
And on top
I
of
would
that,
actually like that.
Right. And on top of that, her visitation dress that she had for her wake, the red dress and the red shoes are there.
Okay.
So these red bottoms, these bloody shoes she had, they're going to be on display with the dress.
So they took the shoes out?
The shoes.
Before they buried her?
Yeah. That was just one. Remember, she had so many outfits to change.
Oh, that's right. She did have a whole award show costume change,
exactly.
child.
So that one outfit, the first one where we only saw a picture of her head and her shoes, the dress and the shoes are on there.
Display.
And supposedly they're wanting to expand that in 2019. So just this would be a lot bigger.
Yeah?
In 2019, supposedly.
You know what? I like that. Commemorate her, give her a good memory. And I mean, so far they're doing well with the naming of the park. And of course, a lot of people basically said that they were going to like do movements because of her and stuff like that. So I'm down for it, sis.
Yes.
Is it going to also be in Detroit? Is that in Detroit?
It's in Detroit.
It's in Detroit.
Yeah.
Girl, we just need to... but I don't like to be cold. Can we go in the summertime?
I only want to go to the cold places in the summertime. Sorry. I'm not braving the cold for nobody. If I can't brave it here, I damn sure can't brave it there.
No, it's not going to work.
Nope.
I'm going to be like,
I'm going to be looking like Missy Elliott and I Can't Stand the Rain video.
Super duper fly. We can get you a trash bag and tie you up like that. That'll be real cute. I'll be Puffy Coat. I'll be the one that was sitting on the hill. I want to be that one with her little cut bob. Yeah, I'm
telling you.
I would do it.
That's how I'm going to walk out into Detroit.
You know what? That can be our Halloween costumes while you playing. You can
How
be
many
super
trash
duper,
bags you got?
We can be super duper fly Missy, like everyone. Or we can just be Missy, period. So like everyone.
So you don't want us to get our Halloween costumes from Family Dollar?
Okay, so I already told you this. I am not going to be
small,
able to
medium, or large. Small, large.
If they don't got extra small large.
I wrote somebody else down for extra small large.
Extra small large. That does not exist.
Yes, it does.
It does not. You can't. How do you get a small large, D? How are you small and large at the same time?
Small, medium, large. That's what it is. That's a small large.
A small large. Does this involve extra cotton?
Don't worry about that. I already know.
Polyester.
So 2X small large. Got you. I'm gonna write that down right now.
Don't write it down because anything that you get from Family Dollar, it's not gonna work.
We're gonna be the Clovers of Proud Family for this.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
If you can't make me a pixie fairy for Halloween, I don't want to be it. I don't want to be in it.
You can be.
I need.
You can be Tinkerbell. The outfit is on Fashion Nova, sis. I mean, but our outfit's gonna be better. So 2X small large for you,
girl. I have a size 10 pump with your name on it.
Cardi?
I'm gonna run up on you. I do not like you. I am not ordering no fairy costume.
And maybe the Lord has a knot waiting for you. I don't know.
I got a knot for you, honey.
I got you down for that. So it is what it is.
Okay, whatever. Continue.
Yep. So that was it in my update. So our next story is our girl Jamil.
Congratulations.
Hill is going to narrate LeBron's story called Dribble or Shut Up. Basically, she was supposed to be an interviewee for the story, but they liked her perspective on the movement of the whole policing, police brutality of African Americans. So they decided not to take her as interviewee, but to book her as the narrator. Laura Ingraham made that whole comment to LeBron and them. You just basketball players just shut up and dribble. So basically, it's a 3-part series that will come on Showtime. It's supposed to spotlight how the NBA is a vessel for us African Americans to reach the American dream. So it's gonna go kind of, I guess, deep into those 3-part series. So I'm happy for her because this is her first post ESPN gig.
Yeah.
So,
Sis is already out here getting jobs, honey.
Yep.
I don't know why you tripping.
Booked and busy. That's what happened when God got your back.
Hey, can't nobody block your blessings if you got Jesus.
As long as I got King Jesus.
Yeah, as long as you got the Lord, honey. Well, congratulations to Miss Jamel. I know that's going to be wonderful. I do intend to watch the LeBron story. I don't know his story. I just know, he plays good basketball.
See, one of the documentaries that I started watching was a Trayvon Martin one. And I swear, for anybody that watches that, remember how I'm not really a big crybaby or anything like that, but that shit made me so...
You boo-hooed?
I couldn't even finish it.
Really?
I was so angry. It's a really good documentary. I couldn't finish it.
I didn't watch it for that purpose,
but
because
it's so good to see how the media manipulates things.
Of course,
on that story in one particular, and all the shit that was going on in the back that the media really didn't tell us about. For my knowledge, me personally, I was just I can't be really a part of a movement if I'm not really, I guess, engaging myself in it and trying to get to know more about it. But
yeah,
for the Shut Up and Dribble one, I most definitely will probably watch that one because I know I'm not gonna boo-hoo, hopefully, but it's a connection thing. So I cried a lot watching the Trayvon one,
really.
Real stuff.
I guess we'll have to just get sit together and watch it.
Yeah.
That way we can just sop up each other's tears.
Or it'll be shut up, fool, you crying.
Stop crying.
Hey, you got
nigga, I'm not crying. You crying?
Yeah.
No, girl, my fucking contact is slipping. I'm not crying. Shit.
But congratulations, Jamel, girl.
Yes. Another update. Machine Gun Kelly actually went on to the Breakfast Club and
basically he tapped out the race.
Facts.
He TK'd the race.
He basically said that he's not going to give a response.
Nope.
So of course he did kind of exude some kind of confidence in the interview. A lot of it because
Charlamagne hyped him up.
But even though he showed confidence, you could see that he was deflecting the question.
He deflected a lot of questions.
Yes.
I watched most of that interview and not just the whole M thing. And they asked him about his drug use.
Okay.
Because of Mac. And they asked him, how did he feel about not using drugs? Does he need to stop using them? And he kind of deflected that question a lot. But you could tell just when they asked him about it, I was you can kind of tell that he took something because the way he was acting,
he was scattered all over.
He was very, very scattered.
But
he
that's
was
why
very,
I said
very
he
defensive.
was. That's why I said he was confident, but he was fidgety.
Yeah.
And he poured out the liquor onto the floor to make a point. But I mean, of course, everybody drinks or whatever during their interview to make them feel good. You do whatever because you're a entertainment person. All this extra oh, well, I stated facts and he did this. And, no, there's 2 videos. People altered booze into my video of me and we have the real one. I'm just okay, you're giving all of this, but are you not giving us the answer that we want? Are you going to give a diss or not?
And he not going to give a diss. He said, yeah, I made one. And then, when I heard Killshot, I retracted it back. But Killshot not even that good. He was talking about man buns. And I didn't even say this. And I'm like, okay, so you started off talking about the way he looked.
Mm-hmm.
He did the same to you. In the game of rap, you don't always have to say facts when you go against somebody. You can talk
you just
about
gotta
that
make
person.
The person look stupid. That's it.
And he made you look stupid.
He made you look pretty dumb, my nigga.
Like pretty dumb as fuck. So of course we all advise for you not to say shit because you're
just gonna look more stupid. But my thing is, I don't understand like the logic behind him not putting it out. I guess he doesn't want to necessarily hear the whole, oh, I'm doing this for clout and blah blah blah. But my thing is,
you responded.
Now why not make it a bonus, or why not make it a surprise track or something to where like people know you can rap now. People are actually going to listen to you. And he's talking about buy the album. No, I'm probably not you.
Yeah.
But I'm saying like he's talking about no, buy the album. He's pushing everybody to buy the album. But it's like, sis, I'm already not gonna buy the album.
Right.
But if you put it on the album, of course I might. It draws traction to your stuff. Yeah. So. You could say you doing it for clout or anything, but obviously Eminem got a check off of doing his.
See, and then the other thing is like, he's just like, yeah, I mean, like, I make more money, and like, oh, I'm not gonna release it because I was busy and I had this. Sis, you was not busy when he released his, and you came out 2 days later, had already shot a video for it.
And supposedly they said that Rap Devil came out like 6 months ago. They said that it was already posted to his SoundCloud 6 months ago, and then once the disc came out, it was taken down and then put back up 2 days later.
Sis, you recorded the video in 1 day, did the song in 1 day, and you recorded the video in 2 days. So don't give me no goddamn excuse about how busy you are to fucking respond to Eminem.
Yeah, he said I'm on tour with Fall Out Boy.
And then, yes. And first of all, M don't need to headline anybody else's tour. If you work that much, you're going to be headlining your own tour.
True.
Then on top of that, because we know sis is probably doing House of Blues appearances.
She probably is, if that.
Then too, you wear the shirt, but you like, oh nah, I didn't make. Everybody else just put their middle finger up in the back, and then people are commenting on your picture like, well, you took off your sweatshirt and you made us.
You made us hold our middle fingers up. So you could take a picture saying that you did Rap Devil.
And he was in M.
It was popping.
And he was in M City when he did this.
But he said that anytime he walks through the crowd, like he walks through the crowd after a show, and nobody in Detroit came for him. He said nobody tried to fight him or anything.
Because they already know he lost that battle.
It was like, it was trash.
Like you lost the battle when the other song got put up.
It was good. I'm not saying it wasn't good.
It was a good song. It was a good song. Like I said, I was waiting on him to say something else. And when he did, he said what he said.
And it was over.
Well,
up next, Nike calling
in the NFL.
What?
So we've been bamboozled.
Okay.
We have been tricked. Okay. We have been lied to. So basically this report came out from Yahoo Sports. Mm-hmm. So shout outs first to Cap, because with Cap doing his ad for Nike, it raised Nike's market value up to $6 billion. Mm-hmm. So congrats. And it's outsold 61% of its products, right? Now,
but
again, congrats to Cap. Because his lawyer, Mark Gregos, just recently stated in an interview or press conference that there's 2 teams interested in Cap.
That's one to take him on.
Yeah.
I believe one is the Patriots and
bro, just don't take your ass back to the 49ers. That's all we gotta say.
Oh no, they don't support you.
They trash anyway. Sorry to my little brother, but
your brother likes the 49ers? I did not know that. Continue.
Hardcore fan.
Oh God.
Yeah. So yeah, congrats. So 2 teams are interested in picking him up. Supposedly we're supposed to find out, I guess, this week or next week or something like that. Now, this is how we have been bamboozled, you guys. So, even though Nike has reached the market value to $6 billion of a progressive movement since basically 2010. So this is not anything old, but they basically donate about more 3 times of the employees basically donate 3 times as much as they donate from the Democratic Party. They donate more to the Republican Party. So within this year of 2018, during the election season, they donated $424,000
to the Republicans.
So if we're thinking that this is a progressive movement,
it's not.
It's not. Now, however, they still donated more than New Balance, Adidas, Puma. They still donated more. But just more of that money goes into the Republican hands than it goes into the Democrats' hands. So it's like we're stuck in the middle. Do we help Cap in this instance, or are we helping Nike keep giving their money away to the conservative?
In my opinion, we as people are rallying behind Cap.
Yeah.
And I did not even know that about Nike, because like not to be funny acting or anything, but if this was something that I had known, then maybe the whole Nike boycott thing wouldn't have been as bad.
You know what? And it's kind of a bamboozle on those who burned all their shit. You get what I'm saying?
It is.
It's like we both got fucked in the end.
We did.
Like we both got fucked in the end.
Dang. I mean, it's not gonna stop people. It's not gonna stop people from wearing Nikes, because Nikes are just a better shoe.
Yeah, it's not gonna stop.
It's not. But there has to be a better way to support Cap in the end. I mean, if you buy his stuff, support him and his movement, like his portion of helping like the Black Lives Matter movement and the police brutality issues. I feel like we're still doing our rights as Black Americans to like help him raise awareness. Right. It's just that through the whole Nike ordeal, that it's kind of a sore spot. It's like
yeah, because it's kind of like I want to buy your shit, but I really don't want to buy your shit, because what y'all doing, y'all just donating.
I was watching State of the Culture, and they were talking about like the power of the black dollar.
The power of the black dollar is amazing.
And like they were talking about like how we have so much power to where like all we have to do is like retract ourselves from something, and literally everybody will retract themselves from it.
Yeah, you have to think about the culture, like our whole hip hop phase, like that. We are the movement. We're the popular ones. Just in the hip hop phase, and us wanting to be like the niggas in hip hop. Yeah. They drive the movement for us to go out and buy the shit that we buy. You know what I mean? So yeah, I've always known that. I kind of learned like a little, like I think I was doing something and I learned like the importance of the black dollar, and that's why they always tell us to go do black owned businesses and
pour our money into those.
Yeah, pour our money into those instead of shit like this.
I need a solely owned like black shoe then, and it has to be a fire shoe if I'm going to purchase that. Yeah, find those people, because there's plenty of black people that are sneakerheads, and being a sneakerhead mean you're gonna mostly go to Nike. Yeah, they got the better shoes, the better look. Yeah. They go with better outfits.
That's true.
And being a nigga, we don't have stiletto choices.
Pumps in the club.
we don't have those choices. So unfortunately, we gotta go with what we know.
Yeah, that's true. But
so,
if anything says anything from this, it just means go out in this November, and go vote.
There's a lot of black people that don't vote. Have you noticed that?
A lot, and hopefully the climate of this will make people wake up and do something about it. Like you have to. Honestly,
I think this pushes them more not to, because everybody's always like, "Oh, the vote doesn't count." In the end, it's blah, 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 blah. And it's like, okay, well, if you don't speak, then, of course, you don't have a voice in what goes on.
Yeah, you don't.
At least use the little bit of power that you have to speak.
Kanye say he don't vote.
And that's why Kanye's been canceled.
Yeah.
And that's why people are still going to speak on having engagements with your wife.
Ooh. All right.
You can be butthurt all you want. Your wife was a hoe.
Whoever said that, your mom's hoe.
Your wife was out here in these streets. She has a whole tape. So, obviously, if niggas know that they can get a fuel out of you about talking about that they had sex with your wife before ass injections, of course they are. Some of them have had it post injections, but that's neither here nor there.
That's nasty. Whatever.
Send a block booty.
On to our next topic. Oh, you was about to say, and I was just like, Jinx, motherfucking Jinx.
I was not about to
you
say.
ass.
I probably was.
Ooh.
Go to the
Trying to
next
get us
story,
right.
child.
Anyway, on to our next story. So Cyrus XM by
Serious.
Is it Cyrus or
It's
Sirius?
serious.
See, that's why I don't listen to it. Serious.
Sirius XM Radio has agreed to buy Pandora
Radio
in a deal of $3.5 billion.
Wow.
Don't really care.
Yeah.
But of course, this whole thing is an attempt to team up against Spotify and Apple, and I don't really care.
Yeah.
Like, literally, do you have Pandora at all right now?
No, but
When was the last time you had Pandora? Let me know. Can you even remember the last time you had
The
Pandora?
last time I had Pandora was about 2013.
Motherfucking
ham sandwich. But
I've had
it's
Spotify.
the largest. It's one of the largest streaming services because it has 74 million active listeners.
The reason why Spotify has that many listeners is because you can walk into any TJ Maxx department store and they playing Pandora. They play Pandora in almost all of these damn department stores.
But they play the same playlist. Oh my god! And, yeah.
Because when Pandora came out, of course they shopped it around to everybody to like give them those store playlist type shits, which are awful, are repetitive.
Yeah.
And I don't get it.
Yeah,
Who's still listening to Pandora?
I don't like Pandora because when you say you don't like a song, it come right back
It still
up.
play that song.
Like, why is Ashanti coming on my Beyonce radio, and every time Foolish come on, I say no, I don't like it.
Because
and then 10 minutes
knows
later,
that you like
it
the
says,
Foolish. No.
yes, you do like this song. Let's play it again.
But let's be real. Let's be perfectly honest. Has it been a time that you just been listening to like a shuffle of something and then something comes on, you catch yourself singing it? You know for a fact that it possibly came on and you said da-na-na-na-na-na-na. Shanti, you probably did that
let
shit.
it get no.
It was like nope. You know you have.
No.
There has never been a time that a song came on, you were in the middle of singing and been like, hell no.
Yeah, but it wasn't Ashanti. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, I cannot go from 1 + 1 is 2, then to Foolish come on. I'm like, hell no. Like
Okay,
every time, no. I'm like,
what about the
no,
way
it
that I
doesn't
love
not
you?
go.
The way that I love you. No.
No.
The way that I love you.
No.
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 Ooh.
No. But anywho, Sirius is supposed to create audio packages to pair exclusive content and programming.
I'm not buying it.
With Pandora's ads.
Who's listening to Sirius?
But I'm like, so are you gonna have to purchase this off of the premium or the Pandora One?
So,
or is it gonna be free 99?
Is anybody listening to Sirius outside of their cars though? And first of all, I don't even listen to Sirius. I had that little trial thing when I got my car. It ran out and I never listened to it.
I don't know who really listens to the radio like that.
I mean, every now and again, I do listen to the radio.
Every now and again.
And I was listening to the radio heavy when Ricky Smiley still had his show.
Yeah, that was the only time
I was listening to it. But
anyway.
Then they changed it. One day I woke up and they changed it to Vida Loca. Nothing against her.
Oh, I met her like a couple of times.
Nothing against Vida Loca. It's just, it kind of shocked me. I was like,
she like her Henny and Coke.
What happened to Ricky Smiley?
She's not as funny as she is.
Sometimes she is.
Yeah.
Sometimes she is. But everybody else around her, like, makes her funny.
Remember we had really good radio personalities when we was growing up though.
Skip Murphy. Skip Cheatham.
Hey, bring those
Tom
people
Joyner.
back.
Tom Joyner Morning Show. No, girl. Do you remember when Tom Joyner Morning Show had the it wasn't the Scarlet Letter. It was
Strawberry?
No, that's Steve Harvey.
Yeah.
Shit. It was like a little daytime soap opera thing that they had on Tom Joyner Morning Show.
I can't remember what it was called.
I forgot the name of it, but they had it every morning, and I used to be like listening to it.
Yeah, that's how you get everybody tea.
I was like, oh my God, this is happening.
I know the person that sent the letter and be like, and I hope they know who they are.
Now that's the Strawberry Letter I think you talking about. The Strawberry Letter was different. Strawberry Letter,
any letter
they just
that somebody
sent
sent in, I just imagine the other person to just be like, I said that.
I bet that's so reassuring when you hear your letter being read on like the radio or something. Who sends letters anymore? They're probably emails now or something.
Probably so, yeah.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody sending
no letter. Remember when people used to get like fan mail?
Fan mail. Fan mail.
Get into my T-Buys, honey.
Yes, go on, T-Buys.
We just skipped all over that XM radio thing.
Yeah,
Whatever. Don't nobody care.
Yeah, but whatever. Anywho, next is our girl, Keisha Kors, is to acquire Versace. So reportedly, Michael Kors is trying to acquire Versace for $2 billion. They purchased Jimmy Choo last year. My thing is, I don't know if anybody else is into fashion like I am, but personally, I don't want them to buy Versace. Like, that is like a luxury brand.
I agree.
It's a luxury brand.
I haven't seen anything from Michael Kors that I've just been like, oh my God, like that's like none other, you know?
And Michael Kors is like basically an affordable brand.
Yes.
You can go in your Macy's. You can go in your TJ Maxx if you really want to be cheap.
Hey, you can go to your Ross.
Your Ross.
Child.
Remember when we used to work at Whatchamacallit and people would just run out with the Michael Kors, and Michael Kors bags?
Because the purse rack was like right by the door.
And there people would be like, y'all ain't gonna protect the bags? No. They can have these. Like,
girl, it got the little beeper on it. If she gonna risk her freedom that bad, girl.
I mean,
see, that's the thing that I never understood. Like when people used to run out and be stealing, they would just look at us like, well, y'all not gonna stop them? Girl.
No, I just work here.
Girl, I just work here. I'm not finna chase nobody down for this merchandise. Excuse me.
I'm just trying to get my check and go home.
That is not in my job description, honey.
Right?
Like,
y'all showed us the little video what to do if we saw shoplifters. However, I added my first step, mind your business. Second step, walk away. Third step, I don't care.
Refer to number 1 and 2, honey.
First step, refer to number 1. But make sure you get the step on number 5. Get the T. Make sure you get the T on number 5. Girl,
no,
who was
after it, you get all the T. So what happened? Let me know what happened. Girl, did she do track and field out the door?
What bags did she take?
Which ones did she take? Was she able to get it off? Did it actually beep when she got through the door?
And we would have meetings in the morning. So it looks like 3 of our other stores got hit and they took merchandise. So we're going to have to make sure we be extra secure in the front. We're going to move the bags.
Girl, I am nobody's linebacker, honey. I am nobody's linebacker.
That's why they made it extra hard now. It got the whole string. You can't go too far from it now.
No,
like,
you got to ask somebody to come over there.
Ask for help.
I need assistance and purses.
Mm-hmm. But, I mean, like, what would be the long term? Like, I feel like for Michael Kors, if they purchase Versace, how do you keep up with that top-notch brand? And you're premium.
I don't see it. I don't see it. And then
in the short term,
they're spending how much to acquire Versace?
It's supposed to be $2 billion.
Okay, so $2 billion. Now, when we looked, Versace was valued at, I couldn't find anything recent, but it was valued at $5.8 billion in 2013. And right now, people are on a Versace buying spree.
And Fendi came
And
back.
Entertainment and Fendi came back. So right now, everybody is purchasing this brand. I have to believe that it is more than $5.8 billion today.
Yeah.
So just $2 billion to acquire it.
And they're
like
they're a private company. They're not publicly
what
sold or
is the
anything
marketing
like
plan? Like, is Versace struggling, sis? Girl, I can help you out. I can't.
that. I really can't help you.
I can't help them.
But y'all can give me stuff for free if y'all struggling.
Just throw out something right
it
now.
Could be
bitch,
from,
I
it could be from the 90s. I'll still wear it.
Hello, what vintage is here, honey?
Vintage is here, and I am ready.
I would wear that scarf as an ascot, honey.
Yes.
I couldn't have any Versace anything because I would wear it every day.
You'll find 50,000 ways to wear it. Like, you know what? Today could be a headband.
I can wear this.
Let me make it a crop top.
Shut up. Drop top wop crop.
Yep.
Yes.
Let me tie it around my thigh with my shorts today.
Bitch, have me out here looking like Ezekiel Elliott with my crop top on. I can do it. I can do it. Yes, Miss Thang.
I feel like it's a losing battle for them in the middle. It's don't acquire them. Go on and find another dream. It's not gonna be Louis Vuitton. It's not gonna be Chanel. It's not gonna be none of those. It's not gonna be Givenchy. It's not gonna be any of those. Just give it up. Like, stay in your lane.
I think he just wants to be another wearable name. That's probably why he's trying to buy it. But that's none of my business. None of my business.
None of my business. It's none of my business.
Well, let's go ahead and bring a little bit of culture to the table.
Okay, culture. With a K?
With a K. Lil Wayne is to be honored with the I Am Hip Hop Award at the 2018 BET Hip Hop Awards. I do think that he is worthy of this award.
Yeah. Carter 5 is supposed to be trapping.
He is...
It's Carter 5, right?
Carter 5.
Yeah, Carter 5.
That's the Roman numeral V. It's 5.
Mm-hmm.
Congratulations to you. Yes, you did your homework.
Yep.
Okay, so he will be joining and getting this award and being inducted into that whole hip hop Hall of Fame type of deal.
And he deserves it.
With MC Lyte, Snoop Dogg, Scarface, and Dougie Fresh. So they have all won this award. Like you said, he deserves it.
Yeah, he has
because
138 Billboard Hot 100. So he's a number 3 person to have that many songs. Mm-hmm. And then he's the first male solo artist to surpass Elvis Presley for most entries on the Hot 100.
On the Hot 100.
And I mean, he's been around since
Hot Boys.
Yeah.
Since the block was hot.
The block is hot. The block is hot.
Maybe we should name the episode "The Block Is Hot."
Maybe
we can.
We could. Yeah. What are your expectations for his CD though?
Huh?
What are your expectations? Are you gonna listen to the CD?
Everybody, okay. So this is the thing about me. I have always listened to Lil Wayne, but I've always found like 1 or 2 songs and been like, okay, these are the only 2 that I'm gonna listen to.
Really?
Yeah. I've never been a Lil Wayne fan, like hardcore fan, until honestly, you wanna be all the way honest.
Yeah.
Until Lollipop came out.
Really?
Mm-hmm. When Lollipop came out, I don't know what it is. Maybe my little hormones was jumping, but I was like, Lil Wayne kind of looks kind of good in the Lollipop.
You think he still look
era.
good?
Hell no.
You like this girl?
And he is not cute. He is not. I do not see that. But like that was when I was like, oh, okay, well let me kind of listen. And Lollipop was a good song. After you back it up, then stop. Drop it, shouty. Drop it like it's hot. Like, he put that in there, and I just had to like it. For the 99s in the 2000s.
Oh, my gosh. I can't.
I'm here for it. Obviously, he had a really big influence on the wave of Lil Children right now.
Lil D.
Because everybody's...
Lil Sean.
Lil Pound Cake. Lil Fruit Cocktail.
Lil Bites.
Lil Puff of Air. Does that say Little Bites for real? Is that the little muffins?
Yeah, Little Bites.
We are always eating.
We are.
You got Little Bites. I just want one.
Yes, we about to eat right now, so that's what the
sure.
awkward silence is. Don't judge us.
I'll make sure that I take a little bit of that out, so it's not. Is this confetti?
Yes, it is confetti.
It's a confetti muffin.
Yep.
I have not had a confetti muffin in like forever. I need to make some of these.
But yeah, you know,
That's cool.
you know what? Like, what? When did Quarter 4 come out?
Carter 4? I don't know.
Carter 4 was
I
like,
told you I was never a big fan. You know, there is I want to say it's the Sorry for the Wait mixtape.
Mm-hmm.
That's when I was like, oh, okay. I listened to that whole thing, especially like I want to say.
Okay, so 2011.
It was a Watch My Shoes remix that he did, and I really liked that one. I was like,
Carter 4 came out in 2011, but my favorite one it's between Carter 3 and I'm Not a Human Being.
I didn't listen to the full body of work of any of those.
Because Carter 3 was the one that me and Gabby listened to all summer long. Like, every time I would call her, Carter 3 was playing. So it was kind of hard
for y'all not
to listen to it. Because, yeah, it was just hard for us.
That is crazy.
And then when summer ended, we were still listening to it. So, but hey, congratulations.
Congratulations,
Well
Weezy.
deserved.
Weezy F baby. Say the F baby.
Weezy F baby. The F is for phenomenal.
The F is for Frank.
When he said that, I was like, but that ain't even how you.
That's not how you spell it, sis.
I was, okay, whatever.
Like, where's your dictionary?
It's all right.
Did he not use Google on his dial-up?
That's baby
AOL?
son. That's baby son. Mm-hmm.
And you know, baby, he's Mr. Tony Braxton.
Yep, Birdman. It's like a cold pigeon.
Oh, God. Okay.
Next story. We got Ambassador Ree. So if you thought she could only do music, if you thought she could only do makeup, if you thought she could only teach you how to be a savage in your lingerie.
I really thought you was going to say if you thought she could teach you how to Dougie.
Actually, I was getting to that.
I was like, where is she going with this? Okay.
If you thought that she could teach you how to get out the way, motherfucker, get out the way.
How to
you
be
in my
a
way.
bad gal.
And how to be a bad gal.
Mm-hmm.
No, she is going to be the ambassador of Barbados.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, sis.
Yeah, so sis is going to be an ambassador. And I can't even figure out what I'm going to do with my life for the next day. But that's okay.
So we need to go to Barbados.
Do we?
We do.
Yeah.
I would love to.
Yeah, she said she can't wait to re-image Barbados. So I wonder what she's going to do to it. Like, is it going to be like certain places? Or,
do you know?
You know, because she already got the street name named after her there.
Did they give her a day or something?
I think they did give her a day, but I'm not sure.
I want them to
y'all
have
might as well
like
just go ahead and nominate her to be mayor or whatever y'all have over there. I think it's a priestess or something like that.
Yeah.
You know, y'all might as well just go ahead and nominate her for that because we still waiting to get music. And she tired of asking that question, but sis, where's music? We need a good bop. We need a good bop now and then, you know.
We do.
I can't agree that she does give that.
She didn't. We need another good summer song from Ree. We do. So when next summer comes around, she needs to give us another good summer song.
Yeah.
Not saying that Wild Thought.
You could say Wild Thoughts.
I was about to say Wild Thoughts.
Because that's where everybody was this summer.
They were some
Except
Wild Thoughts. Everybody was a little hot in the pants.
Yep.
Especially old girl that said that she is pregnant with Drake's baby. They talked about that on State of the Culture too, about Drake and his alleged his other alleged baby mama.
He's suing for that.
They said, of course he's suing for that. But they were talking about there's bitches that be like waiting outside of like basketball games and outside of concerts and shit, like waiting to get their clout up. And I was like, well, sis, that is true. That is true. They be waiting out there so they can get the clout. And they were talking about like they can't like all of them have the mindset of, if I fuck this nigga and I get this money from us us fucking, like boop, 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 I'm gonna be able to like take him for everything, and that is freaking true.
I mean, Nas' baby mama just recently wrote a book, so
hey, when the child support stops,
gotta keep
the water's dry, honey, like Boys to Men.
be the biggest mistake of your life. Don't do it, baby. Don't.
Hey, that's when you can't get your nails done the same way anymore.
You can't go to Six Flags because your friend got to pay for you.
You can't go to Six Flags. You can't, apparently, you can't get a job because you had sex with someone rich and they should be able to supply you with coin.
Yeah.
That is a crazy method.
It's so easy, I guess.
Hey,
Not
if
me.
you bust it open for someone,
I'm just trying to be
someone with cash.
I'm just trying to get Oprah to adopt me in my 27 years of life. If I could do that, I don't need anything else.
You have a whole mother and father. How is
I
it?
talked to my
Oprah
mama
gonna,
about this.
You
My
gonna
mama
emancipate
approves.
from your mama?
Yeah.
From your parents?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. So is it really emancipation now from your family
No.
if you are a grown ass adult?
Me and my mom discussed it. She approves. So, Oprah, if you hear this,
But do you know that would
Come
be
get me,
your
girl.
mama then? Of course, she's probably not going to want to spend money on your other mama.
she gonna like my mama.
Oh, God. That would be the first instance of somebody
If I ever meet Oprah, I'll be like, so
somebody
how can I
being
get on the kids list?
adopted over the age of 18, probably.
That's okay.
That is
Okay.
crazy.
That's okay. Next subject. So Kenan Thompson is going to get his own show on NBC.
Amen for him.
He was the first little black star at Nickelodeon, so he's going to have a show called Saving Larry. Supposedly it's supposed to be about single parenting.
Well, he has had the longest term on Saturday Night Live.
Yeah,
as
they're
far
not
as,
really so sure
artists.
if he's going to leave or not. I guess if it gets more seasons
If it
picked
gets
up,
popular, he'll definitely leave. Everybody leaves because you got more time on that show and you want to save your comedy and your writing for your own show.
But who would replace him on Saturday Night Live? You know what? I was always a Mad TV girl.
I was a Mad TV person too. I never got into Saturday Night Live.
Yeah,
like that.
They have hits and misses for me.
They've had some good skits, but all the skits that I can think of was Mad TV.
Yeah,
because that's the whole Monifa Khalifa Brown.
Yeah.
That was Mad
my
TV.
thing about
Miss
Mad TV
Swan
yes.
was Mad TV.
My thing about Mad TV is that they were able to push the line that was drawn for them to make comedy. It's like Saturday Night Live. They're it's a line that they won't cross. You get what I'm saying?
That's
to make
true.
jokes. And you can
That's true.
clearly tell there's a line that they will not cross to make jokes. However,
That is
Mad
true.
TV, when Deborah did Whitney Houston, and when she did Destiny's Child,
When she did Beyonce.
okay,
She's the spotlight. The spotlight.
you know what? I'm gonna try to figure out how I can watch Mad TV because that was my show.
If you find out how, let me know. Cause child, I loved Mad TV. I never got got Saturday Night Live, and probably because the punchline was for heavy thinkers.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that. I just
want
to laugh. I want to get giddy.
I want to get giggly and get over with. And I feel like too, this would be an
Where your
interesting
boyfriend
way.
at?
Yes, and this would be an interesting way to see how Kel is not so still one of those Nickelodeon comedians. Because technically, to me on SNL, he's still a
Kenan and Kel type
Yes.
person. That's probably why this works for him, because it's all that.
Yeah.
It's basically a grown folks all that.
And I wonder if Kel's gonna be on it.
Kel has to make an appearance.
Yeah, he has to.
He has to. At least one time.
Him at least once.
At least one time. You don't necessarily have to give him a whole job, but you do need to give him at least a job.
Yeah.
Because right now, is Kel in anything? After Good Burger,
I think he made an appearance on a couple of shows.
You know what? No, he was on one on one, I believe.
He did. I think he actually did something more recent too.
What?
Yeah, and I can't really remember, but you will come back to it.
Was it on a TV channel that you got to watch with the bunny ears? You know what I mean? Like attach the antenna to the back of your TV and watch it. Because I didn't know Jack A was in the show. I didn't know Jack A. Harry was in the show until like I don't know what happened to the TV the other day, but I was trying to get to Netflix and it wouldn't let me. So like I saw that it had regular TV on and I was like, let me see what's on right now. And I was going through and there's some show with Jack A on like some channel that's on like regular TV.
Okay, so that's okay.
Like,
so he was
this?
on. Okay, so the few things that he's been on so far, 2017, Henry Danger. I guess that's a show on Nickelodeon. Double Dare. That's a Nickelodeon show. Wildin' Out. That's where I seen him. Wildin' Out.
Really?
Yeah, he was on Wildin' Out.
You know what? Nick Cannon. So Nick Cannon probably let him come
He was
on
in
there
the
so he can
Young,
get some
Dumb, and
coin.
Broke video.
He was the cook.
Oh.
He was the cook.
Okay.
I remember. No, or was he? He was somebody on there. I remember.
Yeah.
I remember that now. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to shade you like that, Miss Kale.
I love Kill.
My good sister.
But he's still doing, still Nickelodeon like things
here it
too.
goes. Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Because a lot of people, I feel like a lot of people forgot about them. Nick Cannon is the only person that like popped off from that and just kept going.
Yeah.
I mean, because Amanda Bynes, she had her little run, and then it didn't really go anywhere after that. Miranda Cosgrove. What's her name? Miranda or Amanda? I don't know. But she had her little run, and then it fell off. So,
anywho, so Beyonce is back in the news again.
Girl.
Beyonce, not the teenage witch. Her ex-drummer of 7 years has come forward and said that Beyonce is a witch and she uses dark magic to molest her. All I want to know is if Beyonce is a witch and she's using dark magics, can she make my edges grow back from the concert? That's what I want to know.
Why does she have to send your edges away then, sis?
Can she lay my edges back down?
Magic? Let me understand this. I don't understand. Ugh.
And she said that Beyonce killed her cat.
No,
Beyonce made her
I'm trying to
lose
find
her
the restraining
man.
order because I want to read everything that's on there.
She made Beyonce. Well, no, Beyonce made her lose her man, her cat, and
I know the blast has it. Okay,
it was something else.
Here we go. I got the receipts, honey.
Okay, show me the receipts.
I have the receipts, honey.
Okay.
So. Now, Beyonce, like you said, this was her drummer for 7 years. From what I found out, she was on 2 tours with Beyonce. It was the I Am tour and the, not the Mrs. Carter tour, the B-Day tour, the Experience tour. So she was on those 2 tours. Now, past that, sis has not worked with Beyonce. Now, I don't know if it was something like personal. I don't know if it was something, shady, or maybe they had an argument or two or whatever. But maybe she don't work with her no more. And sis, she's saying she wants a restraining order, which the judge laughed at. And it says extreme exhaustion, which just basically means that she worked you too much. Magic spells of sexual molestation, which... What I don't believe Beyonce is into you like that, sis. I don't, first of all, I don't understand why it's magic spells of sexual molestation. Like, do you feel like she's making you sexually molestate somebody, or she's sexually molesting
Supposedly,
you?
it was supposed to be her, Beyonce molesting her.
Beyonce ain't touched her. Whatever. She don't eat cat, Junie. Loss of a man and job. Loss of man and job. So
Beyonce realized how crazy the fuck you were, and she let you go. But then you was telling your baby at night in the middle of the night, "Oh, babe, Beyonce just touched me. She touching me again. She keep touching me." And he was like, "This bitch is crazy, and I gotta let you go."
Because you are obsessed with Beyonce was the reason you lost your man.
Yeah.
Okay, because this sounds like exception. Let me see. Theft of home.
What's she steal?
How's she stealing your home? How? I believe she has her own home.
3.
Several of them. honey, large losses of what? Large losses of something. Of money. Of course, you lost your job.
Yeah.
Theft of computer. ain't nobody stealing your computer, sis.
Beyonce changed her email every month, so we ain't worried about that. She probably changed laptops too.
Oh, God.
Like, this is old
Intellectual
news.
properties.
Trash.
Extreme theft of intellectual properties. And the murder of my pet kitten.
Girl, you killed that
Magic
damn cat.
spells on my lovers. And numerous broken relationships. So because she was working you to the extreme, obviously these are high profile engagements. These are huge stadiums. These are long tour dates. Okay. Mm-hmm. She does world tours. You got mad with Beyonce. You got frustrated because she was basically working you too hard for your liking. She said you were fired. You went home, complained to your man. Your man then complained to you because you always gone all the time. And you was like, you don't got to worry about that because I ain't got no job no more. That relationship is broken. And because every time you get into another relationship, all you can do is say, Beyonce forced me to do this.
Yep.
So now it's just changing your whole life. Girl, sis, have several seats. Sit down. Sit down. No.
I bet Beyonce read this shit and was like,
no, she didn't even get the restraining order. They blocked her from getting it.
I'm sure she's reading this on the internet,
sweetheart,
laughing like shit.
Sweetheart, as soon as the news broke, she was holding Rumi in one hand while Sir laid in the cradle sleep and was like, oh, baby, sometimes these bitches just gonna talk shit about you. Oh, all while she's singing, lift every voice. Like, she is not bothered. Yeah, she is not pressed. And I'm sure that when any news, even probably that George Zimmerman news that came out about her, she's just like, oh girl, I'm unbothered. I'm unpressed.
You would never get to her.
You can't. And this restraining order never got to Beyonce.
Even your
God blocked it, honey.
Even your funds of money cannot get to Beyonce.
If she has voodoo magic spells, girl, she blocked you.
Let me have my edges back. That's all I want.
That's all you want?
Yeah.
She is incredible anyway, so screw her.
Sorry.
So, up next.
We
Williams.
have Katt Williams versus Wanda versus Kevin Hart versus Wanda's husband.
It's just too
versus
much.
Tiffany Haddish
It's just too
versus Leslie
versus the drugs.
Versus the drugs and receding Caroline.
Katt Williams had an interview with Miss Wanda
on V103, right?
And he decided to basically bring up Tiffany Haddish, knock her credibility, her like not being able to tell a joke and not being a real comedian, basically knocking her status. Of course, everybody was like, huh, sis? Because, like, first of all, she's a black woman, and we're always talking about lifting up our black queens, and then you're tearing down one.
See, and, like, it wasn't just that. He went on there and was like, you know, Netflix pays specials for your number of ticket sales, and that's why Monique wanted us to boycott Netflix. And, you know, Tiffany hasn't proved she's funny because she hasn't had any specials. And, you know, just being like, I own all of my specials, you know, I own all the rights to my stuff. That's why none of this stuff comes out on DVD. And then he said she's only famous because she has a white ex-husband. And it's just like,
it's like, sis, what are you pressed about at the end of the day? Are you pressed because you're not booked and busy right now?
Because we pushed him out of the moon. I mean, we didn't push him out of the. So he pushed himself out. Yeah, he pushed himself out by doing the drugs. I mean, like, we could tell. Yeah. Like, nigga was sweating on stage, barely doing anything. Like, just sweating like shit. Like, you know, just standing there sweating.
And not saying that he not funny, but
not saying he not, because he is funny.
He is funny. But, like, when he went on that whole rant about his credibility and what he's done and how much money he has, it's like, okay, you're doing all of this. She just now, it's very like Nicki versus Cardi, meaning like we know you are in this game. We know you have been here, and nobody's taking that away from you. And you popped as soon as Next Friday came out, sis. You popped.
Yep.
So why not take that and keep that? Like, it wasn't next Friday. It was Friday after next.
Yeah.
But, like, you popped. Why not keep that credibility and just run with it, you know? Like, why not say, okay, well, I have had my time. It's good to see other comedians break through the door and break these barriers. I mean, Katt Williams, he could have had a lot more going for himself.
He could have been Kevin.
Kevin Hart wouldn't be saying all of this stuff about himself breaking the comedy barrier. Like, Katt Williams could have did that. And Katt Williams had the ability to, because people were watching him too. But you dropped off, sis. So let that shit go.
I mean, and you know, I kind of like how Kevin kind of explained it, because after that whole entire thing, he was going back and forth with one of the ladies on the radio show.
Mm-hmm.
And ended up being that he had a show the next day, and the husband popped up to the radio show, and there's like a video that surfaced. Basically, supposedly a gun was pulled out on Katt Williams, but in the recording you could see that no gun was pulled out at all, and
No.
Katt just ran the fuck off. Like,
I mean, you do see him.
he had one on his waist.
Yeah. You do see him, like, move his shirt a little, but I don't think he moved his shirt intentionally. The guy's a big boy. Sometimes we be adjusting. Just because, like, yeah, you just because, like, the shit, come on now.
Yeah, I adjust my titties and my bra every single day.
Of course. I address my titties and my bra every day, too. Fuck you. But
yeah, that turned out to be false. And then that was an interview when the lady was just like, you know, she really didn't take accountability to arguing with him, because you could tell there was tension, but the other guy was like, I couldn't tell. I just thought it was two comedians joking. Like,
well, she
you
kind of got in her feelings, though.
You could clearly tell that they started going at each other for no reason. Like, she said something to him about his kids, and then that's when he just started snapping on her and going in on her, and she wasn't gonna back down.
Exactly.
And her jokes weren't that good, but she wasn't gonna back down.
They weren't, but Katt Williams roasted her. This is fresh meat.
He roasted her like Thanksgiving.
Stuffed the turkey and everything, honey.
I bet she went home and was like, or her husband watching and was like, you know what, I'm gonna go set him straight.
You know what? I think he came up there just because she probably felt like the situation was worse than what it really was. You know, your man is supposed to make you feel safe.
Yeah.
And him coming up there, it was just like, okay, I know she complained about it. Let me be here to be here. I don't think he was there to cause any confrontation, because he didn't walk up on Katt Williams like that.
Yeah.
Katt saw him and immediately thought, it was a threat. Now, there were several things that came out story-wise, like that they fought and all this stuff. But the camera doesn't lie, sis. It was nothing but like a verbal talk, a verbal disagreement, a shift in movement to where I guess he could clearly see that he had a gun. And then Katt, like, bolts off. So if that's the case, sis, your little injunction that you filed should be called off, because didn't nobody do nothing to you.
Yeah, nobody did anything, and they not able to really discuss it in further details, like on the radio show or anything like that. But it is what it is. Like, y'all got into it. Y'all had a petty moment.
Stay off the drugs, Katt.
Yeah, just to be honest, yeah, like, just stay off them, try to get better. But hey, it is what it is. Well, Kevin did ask that question of, and remember, I always ask the same question, which is, what do black people want? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he asked the exact same question, and I'm like, I'm glad I'm not the only person that asked that question.
Because
when we want something,
we want to see representation,
and then when we get it,
we tear it down.
Yeah. And we
have to start somewhere. The stop has to be somewhere.
And like, whatever we do is just not good enough.
Oh.
Like, for us or whatever like that. And I mean, he did. He basically said, Kevin, you had the chance. You chose you chose drugs over there. And Tiffany was like, she didn't really feel any type of way about it, but Katt did apologize to her. Kevin was just airing his stuff. Oh yeah, you don't own your specials. You know, like you always talk about the white man, but you don't own any of your specials. And he basically just, you know, broke down the whole Netflix specials, which is they give them as branding. Like you only get a Netflix special for your branding, but you have to think of it like what you can give them in return. It's a business proposition.
I mean, that's true.
So
that's true. Everybody right now is trying to see like your following base or how much you can actually bring in before they put their faith into you, so to speak. Just like this next story we're going to dig into. Star Marie came forward after the whole Nicki Cardi beef thing surfaced, and of course those two little bartenders.
If you don't know who Star Marie is, she's supposed friend / roommate.
Ex-roommate of Cardi. Now, this girl, she went on her Instagram Live, and she was basically talking and things before she boarded her flight. In talking, she started to mention the Cardi thing, and she went down a list of things, like just in like small detail, talking about, I believe what's happening with those girls is absolutely true, because Cardi did me like this when I used to dance with her and all this. Now, she only gave a little snippet on her Instagram Live, but people started to snuff out her story. People wanted to talk to her because, like, even though it didn't really get a lot of traction at first, people started to put it on YouTube and people were running to it, and they want to get the credibility of it. If she has a story to tell that story.
Right.
So now she goes to Unwind with Tasha K. She has her interview, but she also does a little snippet, but like a little teaser video
where she tagged
Cardi B. She tagged her show, and Tasha K put it up on her Instagram saying that we got this exclusive. Wait till you hear the details. The interview hadn't even came out yet, okay? The interview we hadn't even heard what the girl said. But Cardi proceeded to Instagram to argue with Tasha K. So, now, mind you, Tasha K is a blogger.
Right.
She's a YouTube personality, and this was just an interview. This was just something that bloggers do. But Cardi continued to attack the blogger for even talking to Tasha K. Now, she says, I don't know this girl. We worked in the same building.
She said at first she said she didn't know her. Then she said, oh, we might have worked at the same.
She said we danced at the same place.
Yeah.
But that's about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Doesn't mean I don't know her.
Now, in that, she's arguing back and forth with Tasha K. Tasha K comes and does a shady ass read to her on her live.
Yeah, it was
she was saying like, go and watch your baby. Don't worry about me.
Don't tell me how to do my job.
Don't tell me how to do my job.
Because I don't tell you to write your lyrics, which we know you don't write. That was shade.
She said, don't you got a damn baby? Go and watch your baby. People out here want to see you win. People want to see you win. Stay your ass out the comments. I was like,
then she said, she was like, why you gonna come to me about it? You need to go to old girl, because
and
if
send
old
her
girl
a cease and desist. Because if she's lying on you, stop her story.
Yeah.
Stop her story. If she's lying on you, and
that's true.
I think the only reason why Cardi didn't send the cease and desist is because she does know her, and she didn't know how much she was going to reveal about Cardi.
Yeah.
So now that it's revealed, I guess, some things are trying to go out as far as cease and desist, even though Tasha K has received a couple of them and they've been fake.
Yeah, Cardi sent Tasha K a fake cease and desist letter. You got coin, sis. You can't be out here sending people fake cease and desist letters.
She has ratchet friends, so they're probably like, girl, I went to Google and I got this cease and desist. What's your lawyer name?
Yeah.
I'm going to send it to her.
And then on top of that, Cardi tried to back her proof by a fake fan page.
I am hater Star Marie 13.
Yes.
Now, that hater page has a lot of detailed screenshots and videos of stuff.
But they're not in the correct dates.
It's not in the correct dates, and a lot of them seem like they're shopped. The credibility to that page, even though Cardi's saying, oh, look at this, it's something that her fans came to her and said, look at this page. We have receipts for you, sis.
Yeah.
But it's a fan-made page, so obviously
If you never
they're
really
going
did a
to
girl.
protect the artist.
Right, and then what they're doing is photoshopping, because the girl was on probation. They're photoshopping her mugshot into another storyline.
Oh my God, that's other storyline for her. They made it seem like she was like a stone cold murderer.
Yes.
Even though like she can't be on probation for murder, they lock people up for murder.
Thank you.
I mean, unless she completed her time, which she doesn't look old enough to have been in jail like all that time, and then
She's like 39.
39.
She's 39, so she met Cardi. Cardi was like 20.
Yes.
So I mean, yeah.
So this would have been a couple years back.
Yeah, she would have had to still been like 30, 33,
Yeah.
34, whatever, you know.
So I then, see all the rest of the drama unfolds. She has her interview.
Then people start DMing Tasha K, and in the comments on Cardi's team to reveal.
Yes. So the interview comes out with Star Marie. Star Marie is basically talking about how Cardi used to have like monostats piled up, and how she took her on a trick one time, but the guy said her coochie stank, and that and also that she had an altercation with Cardi, to where Cardi ended up getting one of her friends to punch her in the face, and she poured hot coffee on the girl. All this stuff over this course of time that she was living with Cardi, and that they were friends, or that they knew each other, or that they, chilled. Like, at least knew each other enough to have interactions with each other on why they're not interacting now.
Right.
So Cardi's friends see the interview and decide that they want to get in the comments and protect their friend, which is nice, but they begin to spew details about this friendship that did happen. You got Spotlight, you got Ash Cash, and you got the makeup hairstylist. What's her name?
I don't know.
I forgot her name. But she actually still does Cardi's makeup. It's a good thing. Like, when you grow, you take the people you love along, just like Beyonce said. That's good. You still got your people around you. You still got your crew around you, and they're still rallying for you in a way that they're saying, "This is our girl. She doesn't know her. She never knew her. We don't know what you're talking about." Blah blah blah. But then that's the story you stick to. But you then tell other people, you're telling the main source one thing, like, she don't know her, we don't know her. But then you're talking to other people in the comments and saying, y'all are talking about this like this is something that actually happened. We never knew this girl. This was the girl that only Cardi fucked with.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're saying, so she did fuck with her?
Yeah.
Okay. And then you got another girl, the makeup artist, saying
that she did live with Cardi.
She said that she lived with Cardi at the same time as the other girl. So I'm like, okay, sis, why are you giving away information? And then you got Spotlight, because Spotlight is apparently the one that punched Star Marie in the face. Mm-hmm. And she, oh my God, the story is all over the place.
It is.
Like, my thing is, if y'all don't know this girl, but y'all out here punching her and don't know the reason why you punched her, and y'all having arguments and don't necessarily know the reason why, Cardi had an argument with her.
Or why nobody really liked her.
Or nobody likes her.
Like,
girl, honestly, if you punch somebody in the face,
you can remember that shit.
I'm going to remember it, because I hated you enough at that moment
to get physical with you,
to fight your ass. And people were saying that, oh, well, maybe she tried to steal my money off the floor because strippers do that. I was like, bitch, every stripper do that.
Yeah,
every stripper do that. If that's the case, you would have fought all them bitches.
Yeah, because when your ones fall on the floor, they will come by and slide their foot and pick that bad boy up. Is this my dollar? I think this is my dollar. Let me go ahead and shake this ass down.
Ones. So, you get what I mean? Like, if you punch this bitch, But you don't know what you punched her for? Bitch, I want to have concrete proof why I punched your ass. That way, if I get sued or something happened to me, I have something to reference back to.
You know, but Star was on probation, so she couldn't really, and she was not supposed to be in New York.
She wasn't supposed to be in New York. She also said that the reason why she didn't have pictures with Cardi is because she was not supposed to be in New York because she's from Atlanta and her probation was in Atlanta. Right. And you know, everybody has that friend that is on probation that ain't supposed to leave the country, and then they, you know, ain't supposed to leave the states and then go back and forth to where they want to be. Because really, who's keeping tabs on you? As long as your ass show up to your probation officer when they summon you, you good.
That's it.
So my thing is, if Cardi doesn't know her, don't add fuel to the fire. Girl, just let it go. And I know we have said this before, Cardi just needs to stop getting fueled up by her fans and deciding that she wants to jump on somebody. I mean, the receipts are here.
They're heavy.
At least you know the girl. But if she did not have proof on you like that, receipts on you like that, then girl, all you had to be like is like,
you could have just ignored it.
She could have ignored it, one. But if you were going to respond to it like, yeah, we were friends, we had a bad falling out, that's it.
Boom. Leave it there.
Because then they would have been like, oh, well, everything this girl says
but do it the Beyonce way.
It's probably going to be
ignore it and address it in a song when you're ready.
Cardi, just go to your people, whoever is writing your new stuff, and be like, hey, I want a song about this. Can y'all get that together? Okay, bye.
Boom. The end. Leave it at that. But I mean, with all of this gossip and the receipts that keep pouring in on her, she broke another record.
She did.
Yeah, I don't like that song. I'm just gonna be honest.
What? I like it.
Girls like you.
Girls. I like Maroon 5. So
okay, I like Maroon 5, but her part is not.
Oh no. Back in them doing like dance for dollars. I don't know the part.
Yeah,
I don't know the part. I just know she said,
worthy.
You want to call Cardi? I was like, it's so simple.
Yeah.
I was like,
all of her features are actually so simple. Don't shoot me. She don't write for herself. We know that. We can tell that. But she the people's champ right now. My unpopular opinion is what it is. I still like her music. I still bop to it.
You know what? The only real, and it was simple if you think about it now, but the only real feature that I do like is the one with G-Eazy.
Thank you.
That's the only
and
real
feature simple,
that she
wasn't
had. It was simple.
Thank you.
I need tongue, I need face, I need brain concentrate. That is so simple.
See? Like, she gets simple verses, but she the people's champ right now.
So people are gonna.
If y'all don't like what
regardless.
I gotta say, y'all can come see me. Either way it go, but I don't really care.
It is.
If she still got bops, it is what it is.
I like her music.
Yeah,
I still like her music.
And then on top of that, she appeared at Fashion Week in
Paris
Milan.
Fashion Week. Yes, my sis is still
bagging Fashion Weeks, but not here in the U.S.
She's still getting invited to parties. Hopefully, she decides to take my advice that I left on her voicemail.
Her and Nikki were both in Milan at the same time. She was in Dolce & Gabbana for like 2 days. Today she came out and she was wearing Michael Costello. So that's cute or whatever.
Hey.
But let's talk about old girl. So she's supposed to perform for the Super Bowl, supposedly with Maroon 5.
I have feelings about this
because everybody said that Maroon 5 was going to be boring, and so they inserted Nikki. Now Nikki wants her own set on the Maroon 5 set for Super Bowl.
You talking about Cardi?
Yes.
You said Nikki.
Oh, did I?
You did.
Shit. Sorry, Nikki. But yeah,
but no,
Cardi wants her own set.
No. So let me pause you right there. I do remember Cardi saying something about that she would never perform at a Super Bowl if Colin doesn't have a job with the NFL. So,
well, she's in talks with deals about getting her own set. So that don't mean nothing.
What song is she going to perform?
I
Like It is probably the only song that she can perform without it being like mass
bleeping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess she could do Bodak Yellow, but then you run the risk of the non-melanin people saying nigga. And if I was in that crowd and I heard it, honey, I would be boxing.
She can do Ring and Be Careful.
Those aren't I guess because she only has this one physical album that she's gonna have to try to find a way to pull from that. Yeah. I guess Ring could work because people like Kalani.
Yeah.
But unless she's gonna bring Kalani out,
she could do Ring and
do her
Be
verse.
Careful and
Cardi, get out there, do your verse for Girls Like You, and then get off the stage. Let Travis come out there and fuck the club up, and then y'all leave. I don't really need y'all. I mean, honestly, Justin Timberlake didn't give me all the energy that I wanted last year.
Yeah.
So I know Maroon 5 probably isn't, but if I watch the Super Bowl, I know for a fact that I'm probably gonna tune in for Maroon 5.
Yeah.
Just to sing the songs and then
I mean,
because
Maroon 5 do got bops. And they've had plenty without Cardi.
Even though y'all said it's going to be boring, hell, the halftime show, usually when it's boring, that gives y'all niggas enough time to go pee and go potty.
And talk.
And talk and do
and
whatever.
Yell over the TV for about
You know they're going to yell over the TV anyway and talk and chatter and not paying attention to the performance, because who actually paid attention to Bruno Mars? Exactly.
Crickets.
Who actually paid attention to Justin Timberlake's show?
Crickets.
Okay. I'm just saying. If anybody was paying attention to it, they were talking about it.
Yeah.
Just saying. I didn't really pay attention to Coldplay's part when I knew Beyonce was there. I was just like, okay.
I blinked out during Coldplay's part, but I did watch Bruno for a little bit.
I waited for Beyonce.
I was like, yeah, and then B came and I was like,
literally, I wasn't in the room until Beyonce came on the stage.
Mm-hmm. Yes, amen.
I'm just saying. Even Lady Gaga, I watched the whole Lady Gaga.
I feel like they let performers come that have like more than one successful CD.
Yes.
So she basically should, my personal opinion, she should just basically be a feature because she's only had one CD. Like, let her have like two or three. I think she wants it
more so she can say she did it.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing though. She is in negotiations because that's what she wants. Like, they were just offering her to perform. Now she wants to hold
Isn't
Banana.
this going to be her biggest performance to date since she didn't do Coachella? She did do Coachella.
My thing is people that really, my thing is people that do this can bring something visual to us too. So what are you going to do in your show? Because you can't bring strippers up there, Cardi, like you did on Coachella. Can't nobody be twerking from the ceiling.
What value is she going to have?
See, that's what I'm, like, like what are you going to do for us personally, visually? You get what I'm saying?
I mean, Travis did a good job visually.
Travis did. He has that down. Cardi is just starting. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. She's not in that mode where she's being able to think by herself to do what she needs to do. Like, she's not there yet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, what can you bring to us visually on top of the stage that we're going to enjoy? Because Coachella was a great ratchet girl moment, okay? I was like, let's go twerk on the monkey bar, Sean.
You did.
Let's go to the park. Let's get on the monkey bars and let's try this. Okay, you can't do that. You're going to be in front of kids.
Of course. And there's going to be families watching. And I know everybody can... Do you know there was plenty of people talking about, like, oh, well, that's her image and y'all should take it at that and blah, 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 blah.
We have.
And
but you got to grow up.
Like, come on now. We know your image. We know. Yeah. We know. But do you think that these people really going to give a damn about your image? They going to slander the fuck out of you if you come out there with all these damn strippers and all this stuff.
Even little Kim had to cover that one titty up.
White media has manipulated the fact that you are an angry black woman at this point when you came at people with this shoe. Yeah. Of course, black people know. Like,
you was just handling your own.
You was getting it together.
Yeah.
You if you want to keep that dollar, girl, you need to find something else. But I don't know. Whatever.
Whatever, sis, whatever.
Girl, if you do it, perform Bacon Head so I can get my ghetto life. Oh, well, that's all for the brew. If you have any feedback, send it to teapotpodcast@gmail.com. Why are you rolling on the table?
That's my drums.
That's your drum roll. No, stop it.
Okay.
Okay, so onward to add sugar.
Sugar. He want that high sugar.
With her bald headed ass.
I love her.
I love her.
I do.
But
So, are you ready to add some sugar?
To grow up.
I'm gonna add my Capri Sun.
Okay, I don't got any wine today. I got water. Oh no, I drank all my water.
You
so
can
I
add,
have.
you can add your
I have
oatmeal pie.
nothing. I can eat my oatmeal pie. I'll
Yeah.
eat that. Mama say, mama sa, mama kusa.
Yes.
So you watched Insecure, correct?
I did.
You have. Okay. So now I know last week we talked about, what team we were on, and
We were both Team Issa.
we were both Team Issa. We just want her to win.
Yeah.
But obviously Issa is still worried about Nathan.
She was still worried about Nathan last time we left her.
Child.
She did so.
She
Have you
did
ever
the
done that though?
most.
Have you ever went stalkerish because somebody ghosted you?
Because somebody ghosted me?
Yeah.
I haven't been that extreme.
Really?
I feel like they exaggerated it because it's TV.
Mm-mm.
But you've done that?
No, I'm not
You been
saying
that
not
crazy?
me, but I've known people that have.
I have never been that crazy.
You-
I do get in my own head. I do overthink about the situation and be like, damn, was it something I said? Was it something I did? And I don't go to the lengths
But
of
that's what
getting
she did the
onto
whole episode though.
a stalker account and trying to, say something.
I can't believe they all had
They have a stalker account.
Like,
I don't have that, but I will text and I will stalk like their pages, which I think everybody does that a little bit because I just want to see that you living, but I want to see that you living a horrible life, but don't nobody post that they live in a horrible life.
right.
So you just be like, fuck that motherfucker looking
Yeah.
all happy and shit in his pictures. Who the fuck is that? Oh, that's his mama. She looks really young.
Yeah, okay. Oh my God, I was dying.
I was dying.
So what do you think happened to Nathan?
I think that Nathan is probably doing time in jail.
But he did post.
Oh shit, he did post. Maybe he's on weekend jail. I don't know.
I think he just completely ghosted from us after the whole Lyft incident.
Okay, so you know what? I think that too, because I think he probably cozied up with her as far as like protecting the statement thing. This is what I was supposed to say last week, but I was so high on my mind I forgot. But I feel like he cozied up to her because of that, and then that's why he was in the bed like, how do you know when it's real?
I think he got scared.
I think he basically was like, oh shit, like this is,
Intense.
getting more
Than
physical than what I planned on. So let me just leave it alone. And a lot of times people don't have reasons for ghosting, but I definitely do feel like maybe either it's that, like he got scared, or maybe it's somebody else that came back into the fold.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times if you are separate from somebody and then you start feeling somebody else, if that person that you were separated from comes back in the picture, you be like, shoo, throw off whoever was the hangers on, because I really wanted you. Like, I was just over here playing.
Yeah.
What did Lloyd say in Street Love? I was just playing with them girls. I was gonna get right back.
Okay, so we ended the show right there.
No, so that's real. That's real like that. So what do you think?
I think he just got scared, to be honest. I think it was that last moment where they was in the bed and he was just like, how you know it's real? And he's like, shit, she feel the same. Like, I don't know what to do now. Like,
Like abort.
And, she also admitted that she cheated. So,
Ooh.
Yeah. You get what I'm saying? He probably was just like, yo, I could be next.
Maybe he's been with the cheater.
Yeah.
And I didn't think about that. Maybe he's been with a
Maybe,
cheater and been
yeah.
like, no.
Like,
But then again, oh no, this is a whole.
but too, also too,
Okay.
like when we saw Nathan in the episode, he admitted to her that he had just packed up and left everything behind. So he could be one of those people that just he'll pack up and just.
When he starts feeling something, he packs up and he just moves
I mean,
on.
because he packed up and left for the hurricane.
Mm-hmm.
Because he felt like, it was scary, but he could do it. So he probably just, it's one or two. Like, maybe he was like, oh, shit, maybe she'll cheat on me and go somewhere. Oh, I just want to go somewhere else now and
So
pack up and
that's
move.
a double entendre. So he was in his own head and he was scared. And so he left. But now, like, Issa's in her head and she can't,
function. She couldn't even get her priorities straight.
Exactly. Maybe he's
That
still
goes
in his
tripping.
head. Maybe he's like, I'm doing too much. And then, like,
Boom.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But hopefully we find out on that. I'm hanging on to my seat until next Sunday. Jesus.
That's the finale.
I was upset because I didn't get to watch the last episode live, but I'm going to try to watch this next episode live.
I keep falling asleep, so we know what I'm going to do. Anywho, next. So, American Horror Story's back.
It is. I am loving it.
Apocalypse.
You need to watch the second episode.
What are you feeling so far?
So,
Will this season be one of your favorites?
right now it is. I won't necessarily say it's getting there, but they are getting me back.
Right.
Because I fell off from American Horror Story after the whole Roanoke thing. I was just like, not for me, sis. And I didn't know that, like, you didn't know
It was
that
cold.
they had
didn't
American
know.
Horror Story cold.
I'm going to watch that.
I need to watch it now that's on Netflix. But I didn't watch that. And then them having Apocalypse, I was like, I just want to see what kind of angle they're going to take with this. And then I watched that first episode and it kind of drug me in. I was like, oh, shit.
Yes.
So now I'm sticking with it.
Yeah.
So you need to watch the next episode. Okay, so do you think there is a utopia that they speak of? Like, that there is...
Just in case something does happen?
Yes.
Yes. I know there's a lot of things, and call me whatever you want to call me, but there's a lot of shit the government don't tell us, and I know some of that shit exists.
Okay, so in Apocalypse, where do you think the utopia is?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Mm-mm.
Okay, so...
Because they had to fly.
I'm thinking...
They had to fly away.
Yes. I'm thinking that the utopia is probably... I'm thinking that they are on another planet right now.
But they had to fly.
I know they had to fly. I know they had to fly to get away to wherever they went. But I feel like... No, I feel like the utopia... Let me rephrase that. Not the place they're at right now. I'm talking about the utopia. Like the place that they're supposed to go to if they... Oh, you didn't... Shit, I'm revealing stuff.
You fucking up.
I'm revealing stuff. Okay. My bad. But let's
Your
talk
bad,
about
girl.
something else.
Anywho, so let's go to our next question. So we're going to keep it fun, classy, and sassy.
Okay.
All right. So,
Miss Thing.
and did you know that people actually asked us questions and
They
asked
did?
for our advice?
Oh, so we're going right into spill the tea. I'm ready.
So we're going to finish our real quick questions, and then we can go and spill tea.
No, we can say those for next week.
Okay. All right.
Come on.
Let's go to our advice. So let's go ahead and spill the tea.
I'm
Because
excited.
people ask us questions, Shine, and I was like, what you going to ask me? So, let's see. Okay, so this is from one person here. It says, I know a girl with 2 kids who does not want to date a man with kids because she doesn't want to get to know them or have them be around their kids. Should a girl tone down her normal dating standard rules for a dude with no kids and she has kids?
So, this is different from me. So, you said she has kids.
Right. She has 2 kids.
She has kids.
But she doesn't want to date a guy that has kids because she doesn't want to get to know those kids and have those kids around her kids. So the question is, should a girl tone down her normal dating standards and rules for a dude with no kids and she has kids?
So, I wouldn't necessarily say turn down your standards because obviously you know what you like.
Right.
You know what you really want. And if that's an opinion that you have, I mean, definitely hold on to that. But I wouldn't say knock a dude that has kids. I wouldn't say knock them off. Because you never know, that person might come into your life and change your whole perspective. And because you like them so much, you're willing to give them and your kids a chance. And you never know. I'm saying, personally, I feel like you should at least give it a try with just him. See how you feel about him. And what I would do, just to be a little nosy Nelly, I would get all the tea on, the baby mamas. I would just be like, so, how's your relationship with, your kids? And then he'll kind of fill in the blanks for you. Like, if he don't get to see his kids all the time, or if his baby mama be tripping and stuff like that, maybe it's something you want to stay away from, or maybe it's something that you'll have a perspective on, like, oh, I might not have to see his kids at all.
Right.
Because
they never
gonna be around.
Yeah.
So I would do that, but I mean, you never know unless you give it a chance. What's your opinion?
My opinion is I wouldn't okay, like, how would she feel if she really wanted to date somebody and they didn't want to date her because she had kids? You know what I'm saying?
The other way around.
You got to think about the other
you
way
feel
around.
kind of offended.
You would be kind of offended. I think there's plenty of guys out there that are amazing fathers. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I think eventually you will want somebody that has the experience to take in your kids and bond with your kids,
Mm-hmm.
that already has that father figure role to them. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, and think of it this way. Even if do you want to wait until your kids grow up and then have this, like, have somebody in your life or whatever like that? Because, like, honestly, it's probably gonna be worse if they grow up.
Yeah,
you know.
And I mean, there's
because
wrong
I
with
know
getting somebody.
I know for sure I'm more protective of my mama now than I was when I was a kid.
Thank you.
I would be okay with letting people in when I was younger because, like, I was going through a lot. Mm-hmm. And if somebody showed me that tenderness and passion, like, in a male figure, I probably would have been okay.
Yeah,
you know?
But now you're old enough so you can kind of tell between the two.
Exactly.
I mean, I'm not telling nobody what to do, but it's okay for somebody to meet your kids. Like, you know what I mean?
I mean, there's a time for it.
It's a time and there's a place for it.
It's a time and there's a period for it.
You know?
But it's okay to have your
date.
Yeah.
Date him, girl.
Try it.
If you like it, like, go ahead and do it. But don't be like, oh no, I'm not gonna date anybody with kids. If you've had a horrible experience, baby girl, guess what?
You're gonna have plenty more.
But somebody that gave you a bad experience, there's also someone who can change your whole perspective on dating someone who has kids.
Exactly. And plus,
y'all have more to relate about.
Hey, you could be missing out on the man that God is placing in your life.
Thank you.
Because I know plenty of people that have kids on both sides and are living great lives.
And for your question, if a girl should tone down her normal dating standards and rules for a dude who has no kids.
Oh, I still say no. Don't turn down your standards.
No, don't turn down your standards, but you need to
step out the box. Give it a try.
Yeah. I mean, if you don't have no kids and you want to date a guy that don't got no kids, then I feel like you need to compromise to him.
And depending on how old you are, you're going to start running into people that got kids.
Like, so.
Like, come on now. Hell, people were having kids out here at 16, 17, 18 years old. So it's going to be real hard for you to run into somebody that don't got no kids.
Yep. Real
Especially
hard.
If it's our generation. There was a lot of 90s babies that, like, have 4 and 5-year-olds now.
Mm-hmm. Yep, sure is. Okay, so our second question is from our second listener, and they asked, how do you define yourself to someone who thinks they know everything about you without coming across as if you're in denial? How do you explain to your family that you don't owe them any explanation for your lifestyle and your relationship?
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Give me the question again.
How do you defend yourself to someone who thinks they know everything about you without coming across as if you're in denial? And how do you explain to your family that you do not owe them any explanation for anything from your lifestyle to your relationship?
Okay, so this is 2 questions.
Right.
So the first question was,
How do you defend it? How do you defend yourself?
How do you defend yourself
If someone keeps saying that they know everything about
that
you?
they know? Okay, so the big thing is you can't necessarily defend yourself in those situations, because if somebody has their mind made up about you, their mind is made up. Like, oh, I know you. There's nothing that you can do that's surprise me. And it's like, well,
don't even try to switch it up on them.
Well, bitch, you don't know me. You just think so. And I mean, I wouldn't give them the appreciation to, the time or the effort to speak on you like that, because bitch, you know yourself that.
And hopefully, yeah,
there's nobody like me. You don't know me
well enough to. If you know yourself well enough, that person saying that to you shouldn't mean shit.
It shouldn't bother you.
It shouldn't mean shit.
It shouldn't bother you.
If you know yourself well enough to know that you got places that you need to go, things that you need to be done, and
you are booked and busy.
You need to be booked and busy, and you achieving what you need to be achieving. Anybody saying that they know me,
they really don't.
They really don't.
Believe me, the real people that know me, like, they know me. They know me.
And they don't even have to say that. They don't even have to say that in a sentence. Like the palm of my hand.
And that's another thing. Real people that know you don't have to say that. Real people that know everything about you, they don't have to say that, because they got receipts on you.
Yeah.
they have receipts on you. So don't defend yourself. Just, be like, oh, okay. All right, girl.
Okay.
Give it a little giggle. Now, as far as the family thing goes, you said how to express yourself.
So how do you explain to your family that you do not owe them an explanation for anything from your lifestyle to your relationship?
So I would and I have let a lot of family members argue with themselves. So I don't know if you have that same ability, but if you have a family member that is basically saying that they need you to give them, like, basically they need to know every length of your life. Oh, why are you doing this? Oh, you're doing this because X, Y, and Z. Girl, you don't know my struggle, and I do what I want because I want to. Okay? And in this kind of situation, anything that they say, it would be armor on me, like, okay, all right, that's how you feel.
My thing is that your parents, right? They raised you a certain way. They taught you how to become an adult, and that's, boom, it stops right there. When you become adult, you're not living for them anymore. You're living for yourself. Exactly. You learn how to make your own decisions based off as an adult, and you keep going. They were only supposed to teach you how to be an adult and give you life lessons and ethics and certain mannerisms.
Exactly.
That's what they did as a parent.
They were not supposed to live through you.
Yeah.
And that's a mistake that a lot of parents make.
Yeah, they want to live through you.
They want to live through you. So, like, I only want you to have sex at this time. I only want you to date this type of person. I only want to see you do these type of things. And it's like, well, girl, I'm not going to have fun doing those. And that's why you see a lot of people resent their parents when they get older until they find that newfound love. Right. And I mean, this is probably just the period that this person is going through, that they're going to have to go against the grain with their parents at every turn. But if you don't give them,
just tell them the truth.
My grandma said, if you don't give people the energy that they give you, they will get tired eventually. That's one thing that my grandmother instilled in me. If you sit up here and let's say, for instance, okay, I'm gonna put a little bit of me out there. So, for instance, when I came out to my father, and I was basically saying, this is my life, this is how I am living, and I knew he already knew. Okay, I knew that he already knew, and that he already had in his mind, kind of like what she's saying, made up on what I was. Okay, he already knew that I was gay, but when I physically came out to him, my dad was calling me all kinds of things under the sun that you can think of possibly, and it ticked me off to my core. But I literally sat in the couch and was like, okay, Dad. Oh wow. I'm like, oh, you really mad at this. And he was like answering himself, because I didn't ask any questions. I didn't say, do you want me to leave, or do you want me to stay, or anything like that. He was basically like, oh, I know what you're doing. So you doing this, right? And because you doing that, you think that I'm going to do this and that and this. You ain't going to come into my house to disrespect me. So basically, you answering your own questions at this point. You saying that I'm disrespecting you when all I did was come out to you. Okay? I let him sit up there and argue with himself that entire time. And then he was like, you know what? Get the fuck out my house. And I said, oh, okay. Love you, Dad. And I walked out. He slammed the door. I'm walking down the steps of his apartment. And he opens the door. And then he walks down the steps to follow me to continue to badger me. So I'm like, so really at this point, you want to get physical. Like, you walking up on me, you want to get a rise out of me. I'm not going to give you that. I've told you the truth. It's your job to sit on there and fester. Like, how are you going to take it? Do you really want your son in your life? Do you really want this child in your life to be here to help you? Because, hey, there's going to come a day when you get older and you're going to want this baby around. If I have any kind of children, you're going to want to see them, right? Right. So you're giving me all this energy, all this push off of me telling you how I want to live my life. Baby, I'm not going to give you that. I'm not giving you that power over me.
Yeah.
So.
And my thing is if you're out there and if you're still dependent on your parents, you need to, for anything, you need to just alleviate yourself from that.
Find a way.
Because if you're dependent on them, they're gonna try to keep a hold over your head. Because if you need them for anything,
because they feel like because they have the money, they have the right over you.
Yeah, the money or the resources,
or
they have the right over
the
you.
resources or whatever.
Find your way, cut that tie, but just tell them, hey, I am this many years of age. I am growing. I'm finding myself. You cannot live through me anymore.
And just say
I'm comfortable within my own self.
Exactly. Say it
you
in
had
your
time.
calmest of voice. You don't have to raise your pitch. You don't have to do anything because they're going to do all of that for you. I promise you that. They're going to do all of that for you. All you have to do is speak your truth. Say what you got to say. Hear them out because sometimes they'll put a little bit in there. But just be like, hey, when you were growing up, you had to have this kind of conversation. You probably had to have this kind of conversation and break the tie from your parents. I have to do the same thing.
Yeah, because we can't live up to our parents' standards. It's just unreasonable.
What?
How you lived, how you was living in 1980s is not how I'm doing it for the 99 and 2000s. I'm sorry.
Sweetheart, things change.
Yeah.
And one thing is, I might be your baby, your child, your everything, but let me grow the fuck up.
Yeah. I mean, still protect me and love me.
Yeah.
But let me just grow.
I'm not going to do things like you.
Yeah.
Because one thing's for sure, I've seen the things that you did. And honey, I do not want to do them.
Yeah. I mean, we all got to learn independently. And if they keep holding that leash to you, you'll never know. Or never learn.
You'll never learn.
So, sorry, girl.
Ugh.
Next question.
Mm-hmm.
What do we think about Kanye trying to rebrand himself?
He's rebranding himself?
Supposedly, I guess so.
What do you mean?
Well, we see Kanye doing a series of apologies.
Is he really apologizing now?
You know how we feel about that.
Okay.
But supposedly he's, I guess in some sort of way, he's trying to rebrand himself, and he's trying to, he went on a series of tweets recently this week. I think it was this weekend. And he was just talking about how we try to like everything so much social media engaged, and we do everything for follows and likes, and people that commit suicide for the follows and for the likes and stuff like that. So I guess Kanye is, trying to rebrand. So how do you feel about it? Me personally, you've already made your mark. You've already shown me who you are right now at this time.
Yeah.
And I don't care about your rebranding.
I don't know what.
So sorry. It's just like Omarosa trying to tell us that she's sorry after she know all the stuff that she know. I'm sorry, girl. It don't help. It don't help me at this point in time. I really don't care.
Okay, so you got diehard Kanye fans out here that's still gonna rally behind him, but I don't see it. For me, it's like the damage is done, sis. The damage is done. So just leave. Like Justin Timberlake.
Yeah.
It is what it is. You let us know that you stopped caring a long time ago. And really, it's the Kim Kardashian hold.
Yeah.
It has to be. Something must be in that woman's vag that is just has a gravitational pull on whatever blackness he has.
Yeah.
He has lost it.
I personally, my answer to that question is I don't care. Because you've shown me what kind of girl you are. And
you are a mean girl.
You are a really mean girl. And like you're trying to rebrand, like you trying to have a redemption. For me, redemption is doing something do something for us. Do something for us.
Because he hasn't done anything for us.
Yeah. Do something for us.
You've been letting your wife go out there and talk with Trump to get people out of jail.
You go talk to him. And you know what? Go take chance with him.
He don't need to, oh my God.
Go take chance with him.
Chance
go take Kendrick with him. Go take J. Cole with him.
Are you going to listen to that Chance and Kanye album? I don't really like Chance like that anyway. I like his persona.
I love his persona.
I like his personality. I like who he is as a person, but I can't. I've never really gotten to his music.
Yeah, I mean, I found a few good bops here and there.
And he's really cute. That's about it.
He's really cute.
He's cute. He's cute to me. Those eyebrows have to grow on me, child, because
just like Drake's.
Just like my good sis.
Yeah.
My good sister wife.
Okay, so next question. So this question is crazy as fuck, actually.
Okay.
So, what is the best first date for someone you only trying to smash?
Somebody you only trying to smash?
Yes.
Best first date. Okay, so honestly, you can go to the Coyote movie theater.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's my phone again. You can go to the Coyote movie theater, find out which one is playing on screen 1 because it faces the Dallas-Fort Worth skyline. Huh?
You've been planning this out?
Hey. It's happened before.
Oh, my God.
Dun, 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 dun. But it faces the Dallas-Fort Worth. Not Dallas-Fort Worth. Too, Jesus. It faces the Fort Worth skyline if you go to the one in Fort Worth. And watch a movie. It's typically a double feature, but you only have to watch one movie.
Yeah.
And then, they get a little tired and they kind of cozy up to you. And you be like, oh, it's time.
Perfect time to write your rhymes.
You can either wrench around and get it in there, but go see a movie that you really don't give a damn about. Or, once, y'all leave, you can make it home and then bam, bam, bam.
I think an up close and personal date would be one good way to smash. Because if you cannot run from the intimacy that's in the room,
exactly,
it's like a build up to it.
Exactly, and that's why it works.
Yeah, movies are like most definitely. I mean, it ain't too much talking, but if y'all have done something like do something fun before then, so y'all can get to know each other, and then go to the movies. Like that. It's intimate. Mm-hmm. You sitting right next to each other. The chairs recline back.
Hey, that little middle thing, if you got 2 seats, that little middle thing move up too.
Yep.
So y'all can be under each other.
Grab the blanket.
These movie theaters, you can take blankets in now. But I say the Coyote Theater because, like,
Yeah, you're in the car.
we in the car.
Yeah.
And
Come on, Danny the K.
hey,
We in the car.
Drive slow.
slow.
Shut the
We
front
doing
door.
things that the girls don't do.
Anyway, I feel like that would work. Or do something that makes it seem like, and this is probably more towards the guys to the ladies, but do something that's more intimate to make you seem like
you give a fuck.
You care. Yeah. I know that. I know it hurts, but it's true. Like, take her to Painting with a Twist. I don't want to give this person this advice, but yeah. Take her to Painting with a Twist. And she'll be like, oh, I really enjoyed it. We went and we did this. And
you take her to do something she ain't never done. You gonna be on her mind.
Top Golf, she'll knock the brakes off you. But that's only if you're willing to, like, spend a coin for that.
Yeah, and
that's
most
only if
people ain't really wanted to, but don't think that you just gonna smash off a cheap date. No, just saying.
No. You gotta. You
trying to take her to go get a 4 for $4 ain't gonna work.
If you want a 4 for $4.
Yep, a 4 for $4.
A 4 for $4.
A 4 for $4.
But if you really want to smash, you're gonna have to spend some money to smash.
Okay.
And that's sad because, like, you're paying coin in order to get, but it is what it is. If you do some out of the box things, because I mean, honestly, everybody gonna take that girl to the movies. Everybody's probably gonna take her to a cute little dinner or whatever. No, you need to do something that's gonna be like,
yeah,
wow.
You gotta make sure that if you're trying to smash this person, that you show some interest in them.
You do. You gotta make them feel special.
Yeah.
Because if you make them feel special, they're gonna want to go to bed.
And also, let's just be upfront. I'm just gonna be a little honest too. You need to set the clarity if that's what you want to do too. Like, please don't lead nobody on. I'm not gonna,
before y'all lay.
Yeah, because to be honest, I would rather somebody be honest and be like, "Yo, I really just want to fuck you."
Is it bad?
I can appreciate that.
A lot of people can't take that honesty.
Because I know that if I don't want the same thing, I'm gonna curve you, and I'm gonna be like, okay, that's cool. I don't want that.
So how would one bring that up, D?
What do you mean?
What do you mean? What do I mean? What do you mean?
Like, you never had nobody be honest with you?
First of all,
I've had several people.
My thing is
be honest to me.
My hand is raised because I have a question.
You got a question? Okay.
Who is just being honest to you like this?
A lot of people.
Well, okay. I mean, hey, it's different.
I can, but I would rather someone be honest and then.
Maybe it's just me because if I smash on the first date, I already know that it's only gonna be smashing time.
But I'm saying before the smash, like, you can be. Some people want the same exact thing that you do. You get what I'm saying? They just too afraid to say it. So if you honest about it.
I don't get where you would bring that up. Like, oh, I just want to fuck. If you could feel the energy to, like, oh, shit. Like,
but, most people get led on. Like, oh, you took me on this really nice date. And then you smash. And then after that, that's it. But there are some people that think like you.
I probably would have did that.
There are some people out there be like, oh, I want to smash. Oh, I just want to smash too. Boom. There it is.
Then what's the point of the date? Shit, let's just fuck.
You got two ways. You can be honest about the shit, hope that person feel the same way, or you can just be shysty, do the date, smash, and then dash. I'm out.
I mean, at most, I guess I would be like, if I felt like the energy was shifting that way, I'm being like, hey, if this is what it is, I mean, we can keep this going. Like, I would put it like that, but usually I don't say anything like that until, like, after the smashing has been done.
You're like, oh, I was just here for that booty. Trying to get to you and that.
Like, I just wanted the left cheek, right cheek, sis.
Oh, wow. So our last question here is...
This is a long episode.
I know. Mm-hmm. So our last question here is, with all the work you put into the podcast, Do you feel like the reception you get back suffices? And do you care if you just have 1 million listeners or just one loyal person?
So
That's why I say this one for last.
I do feel satisfied in what we are getting. Honestly, like, I feel satisfied. Yeah, I want the numbers to be there more, and I want, everything, but everybody wants that from, like, a startup business. Everybody wants it to see, like, the success behind it. But I think that was only, like, the first couple of episodes. Now I'm doing the shit because it's fun.
Right.
Like, I'm literally enjoying the fact that, I have people that are giving a damn, actually listening, that enjoy me and they listen,
Right.
So I love that. I love that. Do I want 1 million listeners? Hell yeah, I want 1 million listeners. But you see that we had our first, like, deal off of just what we do now. And of course we didn't necessarily take it, but it's not our time yet.
Yeah.
I have faith in what I'm walking in, to that when it's given to me, oh honey, I will know it.
Right.
I will know it. I will feel it. But that's why I'm still doing everything else on top of casting.
Yeah.
So, what's your take?
You know what? I would like a little bit more from you guys, to be honest.
Yes.
Yes, I'm gonna be
I'm
honest.
loving the questions, though. I'm loving the fact that y'all are interacting with the show. And if it's okay, so I was in my own head about the questions, because at first I was like, we're not getting no questions, but people are listening. I mean, shit, if y'all want to remain anonymous, y'all can remain anonymous. Make your ass a fake email.
Yeah. we not gonna, the tea not gonna really go from outside of here, except for when we have to ask the question on the air. But
it's not.
Other than that, we not gonna reveal y'all.
We not y'all tea.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I could make up plenty of fake names, and I mean, I would love interaction from the people that listen. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I would like a little bit more reception.
teapotpodcast@gmail.com.
Yeah, I would like a little bit more a little bit more from you guys. But you know what? What surprised me is that we actually had people that was listening to us, and I didn't even know who was actually listening to us until I was like telling everybody about it. And it was like, oh yeah, like I listen to y'all, and like, y'all guys like really crack me up or whatever. Like, we did do this, and we have been planning this for a very long time. So
oh yes.
So
we still got things that we're working on,
and we have stuff that we're trying to work on
as far as the show,
and we have stuff we're working on separately too, because we still have our own two separate goals.
We got our own brands to work out, but
I mean, I'm happy for the people that is loyal. As long as it start with y'all. As long as y'all share and y'all tell y'all friends, we build from there. It really starts with the people that we have now. So I am thankful. I am appreciative. Thank you everybody that listens to us. We love you guys.
From the bottom of my heart.
Just, be a little bit more receptive to us. Ask us more questions, share the page. But I am appreciative.
I love y'all. Whew. Okay. Is that all?
Yeah, that's it.
That's everything. That's the reason why I didn't want to do the other questions for now. We'll just save those until next week, because they're fun questions.
Yeah, they are.
And they can work for anything and any time.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to go ahead and wrap this up, sis. I'm pretty sure that there's a lot of things I need to cut out, too.
Yeah.
But we love y'all. Love and light. Peace and love. Peace, love, and soul. That's how I'm going to end the episode.
I was going to say sunshine and rain.
Sunshine and rain. Can you believe the fact that I told D that I saw I saw you and him walking in the rain, and she literally curved me. She said, that wasn't me walking in the rain. I was like, sing the damn song, sis.
And that's where this ends.
You were holding hands, and I never be the same.
Okay, so anyway, this is the end of the episode, you guys. Again, send us anything to teapotpodcast@gmail.com. Again, we're available on Apple, YouTube, Google, and SoundCloud. And again, my little tea cakes.
Miss Honeypots.
My little honey pots.
We are out.
We out. Bye, you guys.
Bye.